in this video we'll be learning about pop-ups in more details. So let's continue. There are two types of pop-ups, one which is a modal and one which is not a modal. So modal and non-modal. So we have already learned about pop-ups in my previous video, where we have learned about non-modal pop-ups, basically toasts, right? This one. So in this video, we'll be refreshing that memory and learning in the other part, which is modal pop-up, right? So let's see. Let's go back to the application. First, let's continue with the non-modal pop-up, which we already know. So again, I'll just say pop-up here. Now this pop-up does not have any parent. Let's give it an idea of a notification, or let's call this toast, yeah, because this is a toast pop-up. Toast means whichever appears at the top when any error or success happens. So this is called a toast. This does not have any anchors, only anchors are centered in. So to position this, we will give x and y. X will be root dot width minus its own width divided by 2. Y will be 10. So, and its own width will be root dot width minus let's say 100. Height will be, let's say, 50. So this thing means, let's say this is the application and the pop-up has minus 100, right? So this is the pop-up size. Let's move even down. Yep. Excuse me. So let's say this is the window and this is the pop-up. So if the pop-up fits from the left side, it will be like this, right? So this is the remaining part, right? This is, let's say this is x. So x is window width minus pop-up width. So if I say, so let's say this is the remaining. So let's say this is r. So if I just move this pop-up to r by 2, so it will be like this, right? In the center. So this is r by 2, this is r by 2. I hope you got my point. If I just use arrow keys, don't know why they made it so difficult to navigate this application. Yep. So let's say this is my window. This is the pop-up. So this is r by 2. This is r by 2, right? So that's why, what is r? R is window width minus pop-up width. So this is r by 2, right? R by 2. So this divide by 2. So that's why I set the x to that, r by 2. Yep. And width is this, height is this. Let's give it some background. The background will be rectangle. Color will be green. Okay, let's see. This color. Let's pick this color, success color. And let's give it an opacity of 0.6. So this is slightly transparent. Radius of, let's say, 10. Now border, width 1, color, this time full color, right? No opacity. So border is more like visible. Content item, which is a label. Vertical alignment, text dot align v center, horizontal alignment, text dot align h center. Yeah. Now the pop-up is not visible by default, this toast thing. So here I will say on clicked, toast dot open for pop-up. Let's see again. And if you click on it, you will see, okay, so the label should have some text here. Let's give some text of, let's say, click me. No, pop-up opened or something, right? Successfully. So the border is still not very visible. Let's set the opacity to 0.3. and the border width to, let's say, 2. Now let's see. For some reason the border is still not like very visible. Let's set the opacity to 1 here. I think what happens is this opacity is also applied to the border. Yeah, I think that's what happening. This opacity is also added to the border. So one trick is this. This is the hexadecimal color, right? This is hexadecimal color. This first two is red, RGB. This second two is green, and the last two is blue, right? So RRGGBB. And the first part is alpha. We can do AARRGGBB. So the first two is alpha. Alpha means how much opacity. So from 0 to 1. So if I give something like let's say 7, 8, which will be converted to hexadecimal, it will be in the middle, like 0.7 or something. Now if you see, the border is visible because the inner part is a bit opaque, right? So as you can see, the border is clearly visible right now. So this is a pop-up where you can also click outside and it will close. You can also hover on the button and all this stuff, right? The other pop-up which we have is called dialog or modal. So we can call this pop-up as MODAL. Modal will be true, which means the background will be dimmed and we cannot hover over the other items. So you can see the button will be not hoverable. So if I click here, see the background color is dimmed and I cannot just hover over the button, right? If I click anywhere outside, then it will be back. So if you see, no hovering highlight over the button. So this is a modal. So instead of this toast thing here, instead of this, I'll say anchors.center in parent. So it will be in the center of the window, and the width will be root.window, and height will be root.height minus 100. Let's see now. So as you can see, there is an issue here. The button is visible because we have made the background uh, opacity, so it's a bit transparent. So instead of that, let's choose a color which is very light, like this. So this is still like the border will still be visible, and the background will be fully opaque, so no transparency. As you can see now, the background button is removed. Now if you click outside, it will close, right? If you click outside, it will close. Now instead of content item label, let's have a row, or let's say column. Now we have to do something, right? Uh, because the label will not take the full width and height. So here I'll say anchors dot horizontal setter parent dot horizontal setter. Give some spacing in the column. Below that there will be a button. Uh, Text will be close pop-up, double quotes. On click, just call toast.close. Now let's run the application once. If you click here, close. Let's do this also here also. Yeah. But if you see, we can still click outside, right? And it will close. So if you do not want that, you can set the policy here. So close policy. I think it will be close dot. Wait a minute. Pop-up dot close on. I think it will be pop-up dot no close. No auto close. Yeah. Let's see the all the enums. We will see for one by one. No auto close, I think, means it will not close on outside click on something, right? If you press escape key or something, it will not close. If you close this button, then only it will close, right? So this is exactly what we wanted for our purpose. Like if you increase the width and height, you will see the background is shadowed. Let's increase it more, so to 200 and 200. I think this is how settings page looks. Some settings pop-ups looks, right. Yeah, as you can see, if I click outside, nothing happens. And only on clicking this button, we can close this, right? So this is what we wanted. Now let's see all the macros here. So pop-up.no auto close means obviously that I think it will not close by itself. We have to manually add a button. Close on press outside means when we click outside, close on press outside of parent and all this stuff, right? Close on escape when you press the escape key. These macros almost be the same thing, right? So, but if you like want only a button to close the pop-ups, just set no auto close. Otherwise, just remove this, right? It will allow everything. So either this or don't. So yeah, I think these are the two useful things for the pop-up. Now, if you don't want the dim to happen, just set dim to false. So it will not dim the outside. Dim is adding a grayish layer outside the pop-up. So if you see there is no grayish part right outside here now. If you set the dim to 2, you'll see it become grayed outside. This is called overlay here, and we will see here. And we can just copy this thing here. Um, you know what? Let's do one thing. Let's add a custom pop-up here. Add new custom pop-up. Import QT quick controls. Click here, just copy everything. Go back, paste here, remove this copyright thing. Although I don't think that this is open source code, so we won't be legally penalized. Remove the implicit width and height we are providing already from outside. Padding you can keep or not keep, your choice. Background we have already created the pop-up background. Just copy this thing, right? Content item and background, just copy paste from outside. Paste here. So for label and button, you have to import QT quick controls. Excuse me. This will not be toast.close, this will be control.close because the ID has changed inside, right? So here you can also set the overlay color. We can also make it a shade of red or blue, right? You can set blue, and transparent means it will be 30% transparent, right? No, I mean 30% visible. So opacity will be 30%, right? So for modeless opacity is anyway our model is 2, so this will be applied. So let's see. So here I will say custom pop-up, and we can also import the module here, but yeah, because these are in the same folder hierarchy, so it will work fine. Let's see. So as you can see, there is 30% of blue, but I think blue should not be a color for a shadow. A good color for shadow is 1E, 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 which is a version of black. If you see. Okay, so why can't I hover just a minute? Okay, so I think this is visible, but because as you can see, if I set white, you will be able to see that it's visible. Yeah, so but we will choose the black as the shadow of that. I think 30% is a lot. We should have 8% or 10%. Yeah. Let's add 10%. Yeah, I think this is a good shadow, right? If you think about it. We can also have multi-effect layer effect for the background also, so the pop-up background will be more decent. Like this green border, instead of green border, we can have some shadow here. So we can import Qt Quick effects. So remove this layer dot effect. First layer dot enable true, layer dot effect, multi effect, multi effect, I guess. Blur 1.0, blur enable true. Let's see. As you can see, the background is blurry now. The green border should not be good enough, so we should have this color only. Let's see now. Okay, this looks bad. The green is good enough. Or you could have width one and something, right? So yeah, as you can see, it looks like some shadowy border, right? So uh, yeah, I think this is a good pop-up effect. Like it looks like this is 3D. If you set the width to 1 and blur max to some low value, let's say 3. Let's see what blur max needs. A maximum pixel radius that blur will reach. So meaningful resolution from 2 subtle blur to 64, it's set to 32. So we should have some subtle blur, right? Not very large blur. So let's set to something like 4, and let's see. The blur should not be like very blurry, so it will look bad. Let's see. Yeah, it looks slightly blurrish, and that's what we expected. If we have something like let's say 12, let's see. Yeah, I think this is good enough, right? So normally we don't have a close button for pop-up. We have a cross icon here, so we can position that anchors.right or X and Y properties, right? And have a cross icon here. And when you click on this icon, then the pop-up closes. So behavior is same, right? Both of the behavior are same. So this was about pop-ups. Not very fancy, but yeah, very useful when we work with settings page and all. So thank you.